Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions from the chat. Two new managerial appointments. Well, two new managers announced, I should say. Hansi Flick is the new Barcelona manager. I'm annoyed about that because I wanted him at Manchester United. But Hansi Flick, new Barcelona manager, and Vincent Kompany, the surprise one of the window so far. Vincent Kompany, new manager of Bayern Munich, people. So obviously, I'm sure there will be questions regarding those two things. But before I get to the questions, make sure you run up the likes, hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Smash the likes on the video. So important you do that. Please share across all the socials. And that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell if you have not, people. And for those that haven't seen haven't seen Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, it's where, like I said, we answer sporting questions from the chat. But if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to it. So that's two surefire ways to make sure your question gets read out. If you're a member of the channel at any level, or you do indeed super chat. Got a couple of the gang in the building as well. He's here with his new setup and his new camera. Man, like Fats is in the building. We got Mr. Chic TV in the building as well. What are you telling me, Fats? Good? Good, Fats? Y'all can't even hear you. Oh, my.
Yeah, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, you can't hear us. No, it's just me. Yeah, Chic, what are you saying, though? You good, fam?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm just at work. I'm not going to be here for too long, but I thought, I'd come by and join and talk about all this stuff too. I just want to say, Flawless working harder than 10 Ineos right now. The grind is crazy. He dropped in probably 3 streams today, and it's 3 days in, and this guy's still here. So, yeah, that it's enough should be said. Flawless works harder than Ineos, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Make sure you subscribe to Chic TV as well. Link is underneath in the description. I will add it to the title in a second. Big up to my guy Eli. Says big up Flawless in the panel. Work is kicking my ass today, but I can't wait to hear your thoughts on Big Company and Bayern and Flick. Tabasa, big up to Camille. Big up to Nephew, who says long ass calling show to this grind, don't stop. Big on my nephew in the cut as well. Ibrahim as well in the cut. Camille, I see you. They ain't spoiling questions, but I'll start them and I'll get to them at the end. Don't worry about that. Big up Ronan. Says big up Flawless. Big up to you. GI5 says refreshing to see a channel speak about something other than the Premier League. Big up Flawless every time and big up to the chat. Yeah, man, we versed over here when other things go on as well. To JI5, he says, I get notifications. I got notifications on, but they don't send out sometimes. That's just YouTube for you. The only thing I can say around that is put the notification on the actual individual video. I know it's pain and I know it's a longer process than you would like, but if there's a stream you want to watch in particular, put the notification on that stream. But that's just YouTube for you. It's not like playback or Twitch where you get the notification 110%. Big up to Aguna Matata, fire name. I say it all the time. Big up to 16 out of 10. You lot a large up each and every time.
Just to add to that too. We all post on social media as well, so you can turn on our notifications there just in case if YouTube is acting up. Because normally, at least for me and for Flawless, we always post either before or right when the stream has gone live. So that's the best way too. Just keep your notifications on the social media accounts, and you could see from there as well.
Spot on. Yeah, Sarcasm City TV. If you turn the notifications on Twitter or Instagram, you'll get notified 110%. But yeah, that's a very, very I didn't even think of that. So blessed for that, Sheik. But yeah, Hansi Flick, new Barcelona manager, makes sense. It's a fit. When you have, even though it seems we're going into the era where CVs matter less and less, one thing Hansi Flick does have is a fantastic CV. And it's no surprise to me that he's gotten a big job. Because it's he won a quadruple, I think, or something crazy like that, or a treble, or something crazy just 3 years ago. So when you look at Vincent Kompany getting the Bayern Munich job, when you look at the people linked to the Manchester United job, when you look at the manager who just got the Chelsea job in Enzo Mascara, none of these have done what Flick has done in the game. None of them. So when you look at managers who get these big jobs or linked to these, look at Xavi, who he's replacing. Yeah, Xavi's a club legend and everything, but hadn't done anything in management. So Hansi Flick getting the job, I think it's a great move for him. I think it's a great move for Barcelona as well. I know Jez begs to differ, and he's more clued up than me in regards to Hansi Flick, but we'll see what happens, because Jez was talking about how Hansi Flick had issues with the Bayern Munich board, and that's why he ended up leaving. At the Bayern Munich board, and the Barcelona board, it could be more of the same. But I think overall, great appointment for Barcelona, and it's a great appointment for Flick. And I'm really interested to see how they do, in particular in the Champions League. Really interested to see how Barcelona do in the Champions League. Yeah, go on, Sheik. Was you gonna say something?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna add on to that too. Yeah, I mean, if we're all being honest, I don't think any of us had imagined Flick to go to Barca of all places, especially with the news that Xavi was, because originally he said he was gonna leave, and then he came out again and said he's gonna stay, and then just a bunch of stuff was going on, and I'm kind of pissed because I seen how fast they got Hansi Flick, because there were no reports of Hansi Flick before that whole Xavi thing was going on, and they went out. They identified the manager. They wanted to bring someone like Hansi Flick in. They did it. I'm looking at our club now. Why can't we move like this? Where's the urgency from us? And Barcelona, like, we could talk about Barcelona and how they've been, like, in the past couple of years. Like, they haven't come off of an abysmal season like us, like the way that we had. And it just shows that a team like Barcelona has more urgency than a club like us. And that just is kind of like, it makes no sense. But good on Hansi Flick. It's really funny how Hansi Flick was the manager who beat Barcelona 8-2 in the Champions League, and now he's going to go and manage them. So it looks like they were just kind of like, if you can't beat them, just make them join you or some shit like that, I guess. But yeah, like, getting Hansi Flick's a good thing. I kind of agree with Jess though, to be honest. On paper, it does feel like a great appointment, and it ticks all the right boxes, and it should work. But we've seen in the past couple of years, Barcelona have big problems, and there's problems when it comes to their structure, their like their club just in general. This whole economic levers and stuff that they be doing. So whether the club will back Hansi Flick, I don't know. But do I expect Hansi Flick to get the most out of the players that he might have? Yes, because I think he's that experience and quality of a coach. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see how this whole Hansi Flick Barcelona story will turn out to be. But I'm excited, man. I'm just kind of like, it just sucks though, because Hansi Flick, as like you, was first pick for a lot of us, and not just United fans too, other clubs as well. So it just kind of sucks. But I'm also mad at the fact that, like, why didn't we try to go and inquire about this? Why didn't other clubs also try to go and inquire about this? But just how quick Hansi Flick joined Barcelona. So I don't know, man. That's just me though.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Like, a manager of his caliber, people talk about the candidates for, in particular, the Manchester United job not having certain credentials, not being of a certain level. And that's one thing that Hansi Flick has done. Not only has he managed at the highest level, he's been super successful at the highest level as well. So yeah, I think he'll do well there. La Liga's hotting up, especially because it seems Alphonso Davies is going to go to Real Madrid. You've also got Kylian Mbappe probably on his way to Real Madrid. And what I'm saying is, you lot might get a lot of La Liga watch-alongs. That's all I'm going to say. You lot may get, this coming season, you may get a lot of La Liga watch-alongs. Hey, Fats, I beg you send, you know what I'm saying, your tag team partner, your stablemate, the link, please. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? See that, Ryan? Fats going to send it over to you. So yeah, that's what I would say to Hansi Flick. That's what I would say. In regards to Vincent Kompany, the complete opposite. Everything I just said about Hansi Flick managing at the highest level, being successful at the highest level. Vincent Kompany's not even been there. And I know Bayern Munich have struggled to get managers. I think he might be like 6th, 7th choice, but even him being 6th, 7th choice is crazy to me. Not saying he's not a good coach, because I think he did coach well at Burnley. Burnley played good football as well, but to go from Burnley to Bayern Munich, it's just a crazy jump. You are going from... You're on mute again, Fats. I don't know what's going on. You're on mute, fam. You can't hear him, right, Sheik? It's not just me, right?
I can't hear him. No, I can't hear him.
Cool. Yeah. Like, the jump is crazy to me. Like, you're going from not mediocrity, because that's the wrong word, but you're just going from small club in England, that's what we'll go with, to one of the biggest clubs in Europe. One of the biggest clubs in the world. Like, Bayern Munich, they're one of the biggest clubs in Europe. They're like top 4, top 5. Like, they're the creme de la creme in Europe when it comes to size of club. You got Manchester United, you have Liverpool, you have Real Madrid. I'd probably put Bayern Munich 4th if we're talking just size. Do you agree with that, Sheik?
Yeah, I would agree. 100%.
If you lot
Munich,
got
definitely.
someone in the chat, let me know. I would put them in that realm with Manchester United, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Like they're in that ilk. So to go from a small club in England to the top of the pyramid in Bayern Munich is crazy. How many Champions Leagues they got? Like 5, 6 Champions Leagues, however many Bundesligas, however many Pokal Cups. Like this is no small feat. What has gone on here? Salute to Kompany for getting the job first and foremost. But it seems, Adib, you got AC Milan you're throwing in the mix, even though they've not had history of recent time. But AC Milan I would throw in there, yes, because they're a very big and prestigious club. So it's probably those 5, the 4 I mentioned, and add in AC Milan. So yeah, it's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild to me. What you say, Ryan? You good?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Big up, Ryan.
Oh bless,
big up.
But that's what it is, and it just seems that like CVs just matter less and less now. And if it goes right, it'll look like a genius move if they get this right and he's successful. How successful will be, I don't know. I think people really underestimate the difference in terms of pressure and expectation and all the off the field things you have to do once you're at Bayern Munich and the scrutiny you're under after not even a poor result, I say a poor performance. Let you draw 2 games in a row and there's conversations about you type of thing. Like we've seen what's happened to previous Bayern. Like we've seen the criticism Tuchel received and he won last year. So you've seen it not only at Bayern Munich are you expected to win, you're also expected to win well. Like that's a whole different level of expectation. There's no overachieving with Bayern Munich. You can't overachieve. It's either you achieved and you're successful, or you were unsuccessful. There's no, we finished third. That's a great season for Bayern Munich. We got to the Champions League semi-final. That's great for Bayern Munich. Like, nah. Like you not only like it's nailed on, must win the Bundesliga. That's without doubt. You have to, if you are the Bayern Munich manager, you have to win the Bundesliga. That's rare in Europe. There's no other clubs I can think of where you will be under that type of scrutiny if you don't win your domestic league. Maybe PSG in France. Those are the 2. But you have to. And because they've won, 9 out of the last 10 or 10 out of the last 11, it's like, it's a lot. Same with Champions League. You're expected to get to the latter stages of the Champions League. Expected. Yeah, Crimson is only a couple. Whereas like, you must. Yeah, Crimson at Bayern, you must win every game. There's no question and win every game well. And players, your recruitment has to be right. Individuals have to play well also. That's worlds apart from Burnley. Worlds apart from Burnley. And I hear it in regards to, I don't doubt him from a coaching perspective. I don't doubt him at all from a coaching perspective. Because he actually played good football at Burnley. It's just everything else that comes with managing by, managing Bayern Munich. Everything else. And we've seen that. Certain managers are just not cut out for that level. Yeah, Real Madrid, AC, Bayern, United, Barca, then Juve. And Fez, depends what you're talking about, Ibrahim, but you get the overall point I was making in regards to those 5. I would say, I said 4. I'd have to have a think. Would AC Milan make it? Probably. Probably AC Milan would probably make it. But they're in that realm anyway. So he's literally going to the top. He's going to the pyramid. He's going to a bigger club than Hansi Flick. That's the craziest shit. Kompany and Flick have both got jobs. Have both got jobs, and Kompany's gone to a bigger club, in my opinion, than Hansi Flick. That's the magnitude of what we're talking about. Who would have thought that at the start if he was like, all right, Flick and Kompany are both going to get moves? Who would be at the bigger club? Nobody legit sat at a table with, yeah, it's mad. Yeah, go on, Shigo. What you going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, it's just a massive, massive jump. Like, we've seen, this is Burnley who's got relegated, by the way. And he goes from Burnley relegated straight to Bayern Munich. Makes no sense. If it was kind of like a Premier League move, kind of like a Newcastle or one of those type of clubs, or that would kind of make sense. Or some of the lower league teams in, Spain or Germany, that would kind of make sense because he's still clearly lacking a lot of experience. This is his first year in top flight football with Burnley. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a hit or miss because it could also be one of those things where maybe because he's gotten this whole recommendation off of Pep, maybe they're all thinking that we back Vincent Kompany and give him a good structure and get him the players that he wants, and we see how it goes. But I think this is a huge risk and a huge gamble because you've just come off of a season where it was bad. You signed Harry Kane and you guys didn't win a trophy. The Bundesliga campaign, yes, you went up against a Bayer Leverkusen team that was unbeaten, but still, some of the performances in the games that you had were terrible, and even the Champions League performances as well. Like towards the end, that Real Madrid team, I'm not gonna lie, could have been beat by that Bayern Munich team. So it's like Vincent Kompany is coming in and he has a lot of work to do. One, he probably has to deliver a Bundesliga title right away because they're just off of losing one. And a club at the magnitude of Bayern, like we're talking about Bayern Munich, just like us, United always has to win trophies. So that's just kind of like how it is for Bayern Munich too. But it'll be an interesting season. I'm excited to see how it is. It's good for him to get a job like that too, for sure. And if Pep has like recommended him, and that's great for him too. But we all know about Pep recommendations as well, man. Arteta was a Pep recommendation too, and look how that turned out. So yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Let's talk about that. How many of his recommendations have actually turned into trophies?
That's a good question.
How many are there? You got Arteta out there, now Kompany. Is there any more? Enzo Maresca, I presume, was this. You lot in the chat, let me know. How many of Pep's quote-unquote disciples are managing currently? Right now.
See, this issue, I don't know if they're all also big up everyone. I don't know.
Hey, big up
I know Arteta worked under him. Big up everyone. I know Arteta worked under him. I know did Xavi work under him? No, because I only know like people call Xavi and Alonso disciples, but they're not really worked under him. That doesn't work like that. The disciples actually work.
Did Xavi Alonso work under him?
He was
probably not. No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
At best, maybe he was coaching the Bayern B side, but I don't even think he did that. So, that's what I'm saying. Disciple for me means you actually coached under him as an assistant coach or something like that, and then you went on to do, which is only Enzo Maresca and Arteta. So I think people kind of misunderstood because I do see people trying to put Xavi Alonso's and the Xavis in there. And no, that doesn't work like that. Just because they play the same type of philosophy doesn't mean they're necessarily the disciples. Unless somebody in the chat can correct me right, where Xavi did work under Pep, where like I know Ten Hag worked under Pep for a little bit, but then the football's completely different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with people with his disciples. But if you have Pep recommend, hey, salute to Pep for that. That's what I'd say.
I don't know if you guys remember, but back in like 2012, 13, there used to be a Barcelona manager called Tito Villanova who passed away. Do you guys remember that? He was an assistant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was it 2017 though?
Yeah, why is he Mike so low?
Yeah. I think he
ended up. He was around 2012, wasn't he? 2013.
No, it was like 2012, 13, something like that. 12, 13. It was after Pep left. I don't know if it was after Pep left, but he was Pep's assistant.
So Pep left in 2012, and Tito Villanova managed the next. Was it 1 or 2 seasons? I think it was next 2 seasons. Actually,
but I think he won the league
in one of them.
He won the league.
But then did he lose to Atletico? Or was that Enrique? That might have been Enrique. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean the point is like finding the next Pep via Arteta or Enzo Maresca. No, like even if it's the case and they've been starting under him, I always say that the key thing is just that Pep is Pep. That's 1-to-1. Like you can do all you want to do and learn from him. But you can never be the original. Like people forget when Arteta wasn't doing this whole centre back 3, centre back 4, centre back formation up until Pep did it in the league with Arteta. Like people forget that Arteta was still running the 4-back formation. Then he went to the 3 centre back 4 centre back after Arteta after Pep did it. So that's what I'm saying. Like you cannot copy you cannot be the perfect imitation of the original. So it's one of them. You guys are talking about Kompany.
Talk about it from your thoughts, because you'll know much more than us in regards to the whole German side of things.
I just feel like because if people have been following the whole scenario, they didn't get rejected by everybody. They didn't want it, De Zerbi. De Zerbi didn't reject them. They didn't want it, De Zerbi. So there was something maybe they didn't felt like, you know what, we don't want him as a manager at Bayern Munich, but then they felt like, you know what, let's go for Vincent Kompany. Now, if there's some sort of connection, maybe it is the fact that Kompany, he is a respected figure in the game, could be possibly another thing as well. Him coming in as a manager, I had this debate already with Eli, for a little bit when we were on the playbook. I said where I think I say it all the time, man. It's a different type of beast than going to a football club that where the expectation actually is to win every season. Like how because obviously YouTube, for example, at United, YouTube too said that the expectation should be at United to win every season.
Yes.
But there are certain fans who don't feel that way because obviously some of them are still Ten Hag in and order. At Bayern Munich, it is the expectation to win every season. So that's why so many people were like, so many people make even a U-turn because they looked at the rest of the managers and be like, no, they don't want no De Zerbi, no, they didn't want no Gary O'Neill, but they end up with Kompany. So there's two things that could happen. Either they're gonna check out the first season and see how Kompany's gonna do, and maybe they're gonna wait for next season and see what the market says. Somebody told me actually where they may be thinking to get Klopp next year and just wait for the season and let Kompany have the first year. And if Kompany does well, you might keep him. So that was one of the theories that I heard. Or obviously, if Kompany does well, he stays. If Kompany doesn't do well, Klopp doesn't come, then obviously, which will happen is Bayern really will just sack Kompany. Like I feel like it's one of them ones. Know that it happened. It's kind of like Bayern fans kind of have to accept it, and I think they do, from what I know. But if he doesn't do well, doesn't win the Bundesliga, like the Bundesliga is a minimum. If he can't win it, then it needs to be a thing of, okay, how did you do in the Champions League? How did you do in the poker? And assess from there, how is the team viewing you as a manager? Because this was, I think, big part of Nagelsmann why he got sacked. Not because he didn't want, like, he would have won the Bundesliga, I feel like, with Nagelsmann. But it was more of a fact that he fell out with Neuer, he fell out with Thomas Müller, the seniors in the team. And this is how he ended up getting sacked. Yes. So it's an interesting move. Do I find it bizarre that how he ended up getting there? Like I think if you would have told me 3 years ago that Vincent Kompany is going to coach Bayern, I probably wouldn't believe you. But then at the same time, I look at this Bayern whole situation right now, and I've been calling this for years that this downfall was happening for quite some time now, and they know it's here. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do in the window because I think they need to do a lot of backing, regardless who the manager was going to be.
Now, first, and switching lanes from that. Where was I going to go to? Flick to Barca. Thoughts on that?
Oh, Barca with Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
I saw this video. Barcelona's Twitter account is kind of corny the way they're announcing managers and shit. This is kind of corny. I can't lie, but people know my feelings about being Flick. Like I've been always a bit skeptical about him as a manager.
Yeah, you've said this
for the longest, yeah, and I feel like that doesn't mean, by the way, people, that doesn't mean I believe this guy is a bum or anything like that. Like I'm never gonna dismiss what he did at Bayern Munich or anything like that. But I feel like you've been kind of so long out of the game, you're not going to a squad which was at their peak. That Bayern team that he had was playing to their peak. The season afterwards, you could already start seeing the decline in the performances as well. Now with Barcelona, you already have the situation where, I mean, you saw what happened to Xavi. Barcelona wasn't going to sack Xavi. Xavi was going to walk by himself. Then he said, I'm staying, and then Barcelona sacked him. So, you see this whole board situation, how things can quickly escalate. And Hansi Flick, this is how Hansi Flick kind of ended. So, no, but when it comes to the football part of it, though, I'm interested to see how it's going to go. Like, I'm always somebody that say, I'm always happy to be proven wrong with a manager or a player. If you can prove me wrong and say, you know what, this wasn't like, okay, Lewandowski at his peak, Kimmich at his peak, Goretzka, Steve calls him LA Fitness, but Goretzka during that period was playing his best football in his career. Alphonso Davies was coming through, the newest hottest prospect at left back with the crazy pace and all that. The centre backs are playing to the peak levels too. So for me, it's like I just don't know how I should feel about a team that is not at their peak levels in their careers, where you have Yamal in very young of his career. You have Lewandowski who cannot run. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Lewandowski because a game pressing system with Lewandowski up top.
Yeah, because that's his style. That's the way
you're not having a. They might as well just want to have Højlund or Charleston up top before they want Lewandowski at this stage right now. I know Lewandowski can finish, but if you can't run, it's no point in this system. So, I'm interested, bro. Like, I'm ready to be proven wrong. People think I have an agenda. I just have opinions, and opinions can always change.
No, that's facts. 110%. Big up everyone that is locked in currently. Make sure you run up the likes. Facts is cracking me up.
What did I do?
I can see you smiling over there.
I was just eating candy, fam. What did
yeah,
I do?
yeah. You just cracking me up because you was smirking over there, laughing and joking.
I'm not smirking. I'm not smirking. I'm not seeing anyone here. Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You don't need to get defensive. It's cool. I'm cracking up at the same shit as well. But make sure you still hit the subscribe button. What was I going to say? Continue to get your questions in as well, people. It doesn't have to be about Flick to Barcelona or Vincent Kompany to Bayern Munich either way. And if you remember, hey, members, this is your time. Get your questions in as well. Get your questions in. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Apart from Ibrahim and Ryan arguing, I don't know what they're arguing about. Actually, I don't know why they're arguing. I don't know what they're arguing about. I don't know why. I don't know.
Ibrahim, I don't know, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, come up, fam.
Ibrahim cooking him, so it's great to see. But yeah, I don't get what it is. And to Warrior J, who's asking about the Euros, we'll do this closer to the time because the Q&As, for those that don't know, the Q&As will turn into, we'll be doing Euro previews and recaps of games and things of that nature. So you'll get these alongside the watch-alongs as well. So England games will be here on the YouTube and the playback, and then all the other games will be on the playback. Apart from the opening game, I'll do the opening game on both, which is Germany versus, who's the other game?
Scotland.
That's Scotland. How you know that so fast? What Scottish girl are you trying to impress?
No, it's not because I know. I know some of my Scottish mates gonna go to.
Right. Okay. Nah, fairs. And to Eli, who says to be fair, he'll probably try Lewandowski out and then switch to a false nine or split forwards. You don't see that because he worked with him at Bayern Munich, correct? Was Lewandowski there?
He did work with him, but he did work with him. But this is what I say. Like I've been watching Lewandowski the last few years here, and especially last season. And this is not the Lewandowski that we I think even saw 2 years ago. I just think the guy is a bit. I think the guys are just not the same Lewandowski that I think people think it is. Like, and I make a lot of jokes about Lewandowski himself, but. Like I see a lot of Barcelona being frustrated. I think a big part as well, Xavi and Barcelona fans being frustrated was that they didn't give Victor Roque a chance because Lewandowski is not playing well. But then the youngster that they bought for 35 million euros, they're not playing him. So it's kind of like it's going to be interesting. Like I said, there's certain profiles that need to get rid of, in my opinion. Like they can't do this whole tiki-taka. Let me have a deep line playmaker who has no legs in midfield. Nah, like everybody needs to be able to run. Like get them runners ready.
Nah, fairs. Big up to A Solomon for the I was gonna say for the super chat, but he is a member of the channel for the question. This is a good one. He says top signing you want for your team for each member of the panel. So one signing is someone you definitely want for your team. Sheik, are you there? I don't know if Sheik's there. We'll go to you, Fats. One signing you want this summer. Top signing for the Chelsea.
Olise.
First, makes sense. Yo, Ryan, you dickhead, are you there? Top signing you want for Liverpool this summer? Obviously, I know you want the one signing you look at and you go, yeah, him.
Maybe dead. Trying to think what position do we need most. Give me time to think.
Yeah, cool. No stress. What are you saying, Jez?
Unrealistic or realistic?
Both.
Obviously, unrealistic Kylian Mbappe on a free bucket. Jokes aside though, realistic signing. I think my favorite signing would be Tino Koopmeiners from Atalanta.
Were you a fan of him like that?
I've been wanting him since last summer, to be honest. Like so it's not even. I think he would fit the 6th role in our team, or even if possible, like 6. Bro, that dude can play 6. He can play centre back. He can play 8. He can play 10, and he can do it all in a quality manner. So yeah, Tino Koopmeiners. But I think he's going to Juventus. This is a shame, man. They're building a pretty good team, by the way.
Okay, you saying him? Ryan, you ready, or do you need more time?
Maybe Kudus.
Oh, yeah. Kudus from West Ham. For me, Ivan Toney. That's what I would say. And to Justin, last I heard,
I'm still trying to think as well. To be fair,
this is what I was just saying. He is a top priority for Juventus. Like, Calafuri and him, they already signed a good goalkeeper already. Juventus doing some good stuff with Mata right now. I feel like.
Yeah, you a fan of Mata? Yes.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Mata. I think Yeah, I think he's just going natural progression right now as a manager. Was I think just working beforehand in Serie B, I think it was.
Mhm.
Then obviously takes the job at Bologna, helps him get in Champions League football, and I think not even fifth. I think he got top four, like the official, like. So I don't think he was even. I need to double check if he was fourth, but
Yeah, I double
yeah,
check now.
yeah, just to make sure. Or and he got in Champions League football. That's what I know. And I've been watching Bologna every time I try to, and I think the football that he's playing, I think everybody
Yeah,
would
they
love the
finished
type of
fifth.
football.
They finished fifth.
Fifth,
With
yeah,
point
so
of
yeah, so
four.
he did get them, but even then,
It's
even
impressive.
then, like, which is still impressive, and I think in the cups, surprisingly, I think in the cups, can't remember if it was the semis or the quarter that he get to, but I think he made a good run in the cups, but I'm just more intrigued about the football and how he kind of gets certain players, because for example, Ricardo Calafuri, who was already rated in Italy, how he got his career going and just him just improving players like
Yeah.
the likes of Lewis Ferguson. I thought Joshua Xerxes, who was an academy kid at Bayern Munich, I thought that he was a bit of overrated kid, but he got the best out of him in Serie A. And yeah, a bunch of centre backs, like yeah, interesting to see what he gets at Juventus. I think he played at Juventus, right?
Who? Thiago Motta. Yeah, he was a player at Juventus. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so. So
he
I
played
feel
at
like
Juve, and I think he played at Inter Milan as well.
I think on PSG as well. I remember the PSG
Yeah,
stuff.
PSG.
And yeah, it's just I think it's more about expectations, what he's going to come into. But I feel like Juventus fans know this team needs some sort of rebuilding, and I think they have a really good young core. He's a young manager, and I think it just fits all together. Respect, like kind of company, but actually he did something. So. Hey man, let's see how it's going. Like I like the Serie A how it's currently shaping up with managers there and how everything is going on, man.
It's looking better. No, first.
Looking better, yeah.
Eli said this is. You have seen you say this before, Eli, because he says Motta is the best of the new crop of managers, in my opinion. I'll be real. Well, it'll be in Europe because he's at Juventus, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. Yeah, will be very interesting. And Ibrahim, you gotta know, this is flawless. I forgot his Ryan, so I'll listen to you and stop arguing with him. Hey, Ibrahim, you know the vibes, man. You ain't new here, Ibrahim. Yeah, I see you in the chat on a regular. And to Steve, and this is just a lesson, even though it's not football. He says, word of advice, don't call a girl an anger issues merchant when they are hungry. Don't call a girl an anger.
Why are you calling a girl an anger issue
merchant anyway? In any instance, hey, listen, madam, just a few things. I know it's like 95% man who watch. Don't call a girl an anger issue merchant. Don't mention anything with anger. Never ever mention a woman's weight. Lessons. Never ever. If she asks you, do I look fat? You say no, and you
never ever tell her that she looks 16 out of 10 either.
Never ever tell you unless you show her the clip and then you call her a 16 out of 10. That's what you should do. So you show her the clip and then you call her a 16 out of 10. So if you tell you look fat, no, you say no, you don't look 16. You don't look fat. You know what I'm saying? You looking 16 out of 10. For those that don't know about what 16 out of 10 is, here you are, people.
The two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
And speaking of 16 out of 10, last couple orders I'm gonna get out. I know there's like 3 orders I gotta put out, people, which I will send out tomorrow. So my apologies on the slight delay. But yes, and the shop will be back open next month at some point, people. So during the Euros, and there'll be more stuff. So not only will there be 16 out of 10 t-shirts, 16 out of 10 hoodies, 16 out of 10 beanies, 16 out of 10 snapbacks, both designs as well. Also, there'll be Sarcasm City merch. I'm going to get a new logo done. So the new logo will be available on hoodies, t-shirts, caps, beanies, bucket hats. And then the older logo will also be available on hoodies, t-shirts, snapbacks, beanies, bucket hats, etc., people. So keep a lookout for that. But yes,
did you guys
go on?
Did you guys see obviously Fabrizio tweet that pretty much? Let me get this up real quick. He pretty much said about the Mbappe situation that Real Madrid find a plan to formally complete and announce Kylian Mbappe deal before the Euros won't be and can't be limited by PSG. Despite PSG contract expiring in June, Mbappe can be announced before Euros 2024. Real are currently focused on Wembley, which is obviously Champions League final this weekend. Probably going to announce it next week, I reckon.
Yeah, probably them with their would it be 15 Champions Leagues
15.
if they win the next one? That's
15.
crazy. It will be a watch along
Ridiculous.
as well, people. I'm debating. It will be on the playback. I'm debating whether to put it on the YouTube as well. It might be both. I don't know. I'll decide closer to the time. But yeah, just keep a lookout in regards to that as well. And yes, Camille, I do remember when Ghost said to Tasha, I lost the love of my life. He was ridiculous in that show. And Power's back as well. I believe it's next week. So I'm with that. Big up to Warrior J says, Everton duo, Bramthwaite and Onana are both being considered, as well as Crystal Palace ace, Elise and Fulham defender Tosin, Guehi, Mark Hillman and Pedro Neto are also admired, whilst the club have a long-term interest in Brighton striker Evan Ferguson. That's from at Rich Fay at
Ferguson's
Mank World
stocks have gone down
UK.
so much this
Yeah,
season.
because he had a poor season.
I
Hey,
still think
Warrior
he's
J,
good,
is
but
this United?
yeah.
Is this United? Warrior J, this is crazy. That's a crazy list. But all right, cool.
I don't know in terms of the reliability of the sources, but never heard of them.
Just sounds
But,
like saying I could make up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to say like
Me and you could write that, Jez. That Manchester United
bro,
are interested. Look at the players interested
I
in
know,
Bramthwaite, Onana, Elise, Tosin, Guehi, Kilman, Pedro Neto, and Evan Ferguson. It's not really profound. It's not really like.
Bro, I remember the day when I faked a quote that wasn't even real. So yeah, man.
And people will run with that. I know it's mad early, but who you see finishing top 6? Ask me nephew once the
that's mad early.
Yeah,
Jeez.
like I don't know how teams are going to shape up. Like if teams go and do great business in the window, say Manchester United do fantastic business, or Chelsea or Liverpool, that changes everything. Or if they do poor business, or if any of the clubs lose players, managers, you don't even know who's going to be in charge of Manchester United.
Yeah, we don't even know who's going to be our manager.
There's so many variables. Who did Liverpool sign on the slot? Did they go and get? Did they stay the same? Did they only sign one? Did they get 4 or 5
Who do we
players?
lose?
It is who do you lose? If they lose the Salah and Van Dijk, that changes everything.
Richarlison saying he doesn't want to leave England, bro. Is he going to leave them to Bristol Rovers and that? Like, I need to know, man. I need to know.
What's going on? We don't know what's going to happen with Spurs. Yeah, facts. We don't actually know. Big up Flawless and all the panel. Arsenal, they don't like us and they never be like us. Kendrick saying, you already know, man. Put your winners' medals on the table. That's all I will say.
Talking hella shit, bro. I respect
him on the table.
Yeah, King's hilarious, man. On that fan calling show, King is one of his calls I always look forward to because he just be running bants. Chelsea will decide on Andre Santos' future for the next season with Enzo Maresca as soon as possible. Andre had an excellent loan spell under Patrick Vieira and is now waiting for the club's decision. You want him back? What are you saying, Fats?
I think it depends on the preseason as well. You're gonna get shipped a lot of players this window as well. I think Moreira will stay there. I forgot. Yeah, Moreira, Angelo Gabriel is in Strasbourg. Andre Santos is in Strasbourg. But I think you want to recall him back to see in the preseason. Dacho Fofana as well. I think there's a possibility he might stay as a squad depth in case we don't get Victor Osimhen. Who else? Yeah. Other than that, we'll just have to see by the preseason, innit? Because I just don't know so far. But what I can tell you is that some of the players will be gone. Like Sof Gallagher, Chalba will be gone. Who else? Ziyech will be gone. Lukaku will be gone. I think we're going to try to get Osimhen using Lukaku as well as an addition. Other than that, it's been quiet so far.
All I'm saying is, man, if my striker could, I would be concerned if my striker couldn't have a first touch. All I have to say, man.
Hey, I mean, Conte needs Lukaku in that team. You never know, innit?
I'm not saying that Chelsea shouldn't get Victor Osimhen. I'm just saying a striker with no first touch is crazy.
I hear that. The trust. Sir Raphael, big up for the super chat, my guy. He says, I hope you're well as well. Good to see you in the chat. He says, what is the biggest what if of the season? I say Liverpool finishing second within a 2-point margin. PGMLO's fuck-ups being erased from my memory. This is a great question. What is the biggest what if from this season?
The season.
What
if this season just gone?
Yeah.
What if our whole core didn't get dismantled after the Chelsea game? That's my biggest if. That's my biggest thing.
What if Son scores against City?
Yeah, that could be. What is the? That's a great question. What is the biggest what if?
I already got
Yeah,
my.
What
the
if
Arsenal
Ten
one,
Hag
the
actually
Arsenal,
had a style of play, man? What if this guy actually had a fucking style of play?
the Arsenal one at Etihad. Remember that they celebrated draw at Etihad.
Yeah, what if
Yeah, I don't
Arteta
think
actually?
that's
What if
that deep.
What if
I don't think
Arteta actually attacked?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Arsenal.
fine,
Well done.
If Arsenal attack and win that game, maybe I'm saying maybe they win the league. But that's a great question to refer. I don't know. Hey, in the chat, you lot come up with some suggestions because I'm feeling I'm forgetting something.
What if
is it?
that was the
What
best
is it?
word that bought a Szoboszlai at Old Trafford?
Yeah, man. Biggest
Alright,
waves.
what-
Hey, what if
oh.
Diallo had actually got minutes beforehand? You know, like
Exactly.
before April? Well, he could have
Hey,
been.
the streets are saying, what if Ange pushed the line back?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
What if that's it. What if Ange pushed the line back? Yes.
Oh, don't kill me,
Yes.
bro.
What
That's a
if
good
Job
question.
Hey,
didn't
Hey,
stay
we
fit for us?
would have won the league.
Yeah. What if Lissandro Martinez had been fit for the full season? You know what I'm saying? What if
What
him and Luke
if
Shaw?
Luke Shaw? Because everybody's saying Luke Shaw is a big miss.
What if Arsenal didn't lose to Villa though? The Arsenal they didn't lose to Villa at
What
home.
ifs, man? Yeah, facts.
Nah, see, but the thing is, if Arsenal didn't lose to Villa, Arsenal win the league, so we all know. That's why I'm saying you need to choose something. And what it's supposed to mean is how different could the
that's
season
the
been?
one. I feel like that's the
I
one.
hear you, Jez.
No. Like, but this is the way I look at
That's
what
the
is.
whole point.
Like,
Yeah, that's what was
this is the whole point of how I view. That's what I mean. What because people say Luke Shaw is so important. Okay, what if
Yeah.
Luke Shaw was fit for the whole season?
What if
That
Luke
is
Shaw
what
and
if.
Martinez was fit?
What
Yeah, and
if
we still
Jobs
played
had
like
stayed
crap.
fit in the running?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if? Yeah, what if Jota Red stayed to it? Yeah, what if? Hey, what is the one? What if Klopp hadn't announced him leaving Liverpool? What could that impact
I
have
don't
had?
know with that. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm saying, what difference would it have made? Yeah, see, John, same wavelength. I would love to, if I could go back in a time machine, that's what I'd love to see how the season played out. Not saying Liverpool would have done any better or done any worse. Just interesting to see what would have happened.
It's hard to say though because it's not as if we collapsed.
But that's the point. That's the whole point of what if. That's the whole point of a whole.
That's the whole point of the what if is the unknown.
Yeah.
What if?
It's not supposed to be what
if
we know
Liverpool
what
did lose
happened.
to Atlanta though? What if Liverpool?
Yeah, maybe they don't. If Klopp doesn't announce that, maybe it goes different. Maybe that's the whole point of a what if. Mm-hmm. Hey, what if Ten Hag did fall out with his best players and fielded the best lineups? Hey, only what if? Imagine what we could have won.
That game against Atlanta though, that one, I was confused about that game though. Like they got smacked.
It was a very strange game, but that being said, Steve called that spot on, to be honest. So salute to him.
That was what I'm saying. Which definitely was caused us. That's the game I look at as like the turning point in our season for me. That the Atalanta home game for me was the turning point. Not even like the FA.
I mean, if you do also look at it, like they went on to win the Europa League, so there were a good
lot
opposition.
of people say the FA. A lot of people say the FA Cup game against United. Like I don't think it was because we still came back and won a couple of league games and top of the league and everything after that. But that Atalanta game, that I was there. There was something really like, it felt bad. Like it genuinely felt really, really bad when that happened. Like, and then I knew we weren't beating Palace a few days later. I called it. I said to Floss, like, we're not beating Palace on Sunday after that Atalanta game.
It was a great performance by Palace as well.
Yeah, but Ryan, you could have faced Liverpool. You could have faced the Leverkusen in the final though. At that point, if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I know, but I'm saying Atalanta fucked us over because I think that affected our league form as well.
And to questions like this, big up to MFUFC Collins says, where are we finishing next season? Flawless. In regards to this, whether it's Manchester United or anybody else, ask me once the window is closed. August 31st, September the 1st, when I know the managers of each of the clubs and everybody's squad, because so much can change. At this moment in time, I have no idea who the manager is going to be of Manchester United. Never mind what the squad will look like, who will buy, who will sell. And that goes for everyone. That goes for City, that goes for Chelsea, that goes for Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, Villa, the list goes on, Newcastle. What these clubs do in regards to business is going to determine where I think but don't worry, we'll do a Q&A and everyone will pick their table. That's what we're going to do this season. Where everyone's going Q&As, all the shows as well. Everyone going to pick their table and have it, and I'm going to write it down. So we know exactly where everyone's saying. So everybody, including myself. And then we're going to revisit it at the end of the season and see who was close. So Fats, Sheik, Ryan, Jez all here. They'll be doing it. All the crossover shows. So Man United podcast, all the crossovers, Yardman show, the whole nine. Everything.
A big thing that I need this season. Now talking about I need a lot of outgoings, man, in my club. I need a lot of them to leave. Like,
I need a mass exodus.
Like it's all good playing good guys. If the shit guys don't leave, I can't do this, man. Some guys need to leave the football club. Do you think Emerson is getting already linked heavily away from the club? So I think he's gone.
And speaking of that, I actually did need to sign back in to see who won it. I don't even know who won it, nephew. I did Sarcasm City FPL. Like I only set it up so it could be ran because I'm not interested in FPL. I need to find out who won it. I need to actually go and check. I need to go and check who actually won the FPL. It was probably Black Diamond. But yes, I will set up an FPL for the new season. But
it wasn't Black Diamond. It was someone else.
You won?
Some guy called Sakari Bagna, Danny.
Wonder who that was. Hey, if you're in the chat, let us know.
Yeah,
I need to sign into that. Zachary Bagner's a joke name. Yeah. I have no idea who won that. Well, salute to you anyway.
Yeah, Danny.
It's not Dan Sillyman. Which Dan? That's the only Dan I know.
Not Dan Sillyman, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only Daniel I know. Oh, you came fourth, A Solomon. Unlucky, man. What's the top six?
It said Danny, Trish, Nell, Abraham, Yusuf, Solomon. I think this is Black Diamond and FPL Dom.
Shit, I swear my sister joined. She was even top six. Crazy. She can hold that. Well, yeah, mad. Yeah, big up, man. I see you. I'm gonna have to check that out. Still, I just need to sign back in, figure out what it is. But yes, I will run a FPL again. Don't worry about that. Hey, man, this is beautiful. The greatest what if is if Ryan never said 16/. That is facts, you know. That is the greatest one if I can say TV history. That is, you know what? You spot on, man. If he didn't say that, because bear in mind, for those that don't know, that was the 10K party, but Ryan said that in 2021 after Chelsea had won the Super Cup against Villarreal. So we were probably at 1.5K. 2K subscribers or something like that.
Thing is, I don't think that's like a big what if because that's only people. I've only seen that in the last.
You know why it's a big what if? Because what would have became a thing in this space other than that? Because that always happens in this space. Something will always break, and that was a hit single. Because I see that everywhere. I think
it's dying down now, to be fair.
Yeah. It's just slowing down a little bit, but we still going, make merch. The song's coming soon. So don't worry, man. We're going to give it that extra boost and it'll be back. Yeah, man, 100%. The rhythm's been made. Song's on its way. I just need to finish the hook. That's all. But yeah. Song's on its way, man. Go shoot a music video the whole night. You already know. We go to Eagle MMA, who says, random question, Flawless. Would you rather watch every goal conceded by United this season or watch the full 120 minutes of Olympiacos versus Fiorentina? I seen troops say it. I seen others say how bad the game was. It's the Conference League. What do you expect?
That's gonna be us next season.
Yeah, scrubs. You know what I'm saying? And that, like them scrubs with Enzo.
I turned it off at half time and just put nice done.
Yeah, with Enzo Maresca and Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher.
Oh, you know what? That will be the disgusting final list. Chelsea v Fiorentina next year.
Yeah, actually, let us know in the chat what other big clubs are in, or should I say, the biggest clubs, the most well-known clubs.
I'll look it up now real quick. I can't even share it.
Real Betis in there, Fiorentina's in there.
So Betis, Fiorentina, who else? Right. Oh yeah, you lot got knocked out. You scrubs. That man could even win the Conference League. Crazy. I'll say it. Scrubs
us as well. Yeah, next season. Us.
Was Olympiacos packed you lot? Who won it? Was it Olympiacos or Fiorentina?
Olympiacos, yeah.
Right, so they beat Villa and then won the competition, mad you know.
Hey, I don't mind. Roslav final, let's go. Roslav final.
Hey, let us know in the chat who's the biggest teams in the Conference League. But what do you expect? Of course, it was going to. That's why when Steve was like, "Oh, do you want to watch the game?" No. If United was in the competition, would watch it. Yeah, share screen, fam. That's fine. Yeah. Share screen if you can pull up the teams. I'm genuinely interested to know who's in the competition.
I think this should be all the teams because obviously they all have to play playoffs.
That's good. Because it's the 22nd and the 29th of August, isn't it?
Yeah, Long's in there.
There
you go. So we got Chelsea, Copenhagen, Olympiacos, Real Betis. Is that Istanbul Besiktas that beat us? Cluj, Torino, Legia Warsaw, right? Maccabi Haifa. You know that's a throwback. How'd you say that German team? Heidenheim. I don't know how to pronounce the Swedish team. Genk, Rapid
Genk are a
Vienna,
good team, by the way.
Lens, CSKA, Sofia. Go ahead, Eagles. What's that team now, Denise?
It's
Where's
Croatia.
Omonia? Right, Mazza,
Hey,
Omonia.
the project, the project of
This is what we got to face next
Hey,
year.
the projects are back, man.
The project,
Sooner than the projects, as Eddie said, Victoria, the Portuguese side, the Ukraine side. Is that, how'd you say that name?
Dnipro.
There we go. Yeah, you need to know all these. AEK Athens, Mostar.
Zazinski.
Right, Hajduk Split, you know. That's a throwback. They played United people.
Like
In the Champions League in like the 90s. That is a throwback. Hajduk Split.
Actually,
Lugano.
one of our youngsters actually, one of the youngsters that we bought, who's joining next year, is actually playing for them. So, but I think he's gonna go on loan again. So he's not gonna play against Chelsea. Maybe Payne.
Lugano.
I can't wait to go to this team.
Austria Vienna. How'd you pronounce that? What is that?
Lugano, Eglanata, Austria Wien, the Donetska Sheda, the Donetska.
Okay.
Oh, you just skipped over Streda.
Banik Ostrava, Universitatea Craiova, Bromby, St. Gallen, Zurich, Bran, Kriba, Molde.
Lord mercy.
All right, we'll go to that. So we got university team. Is that Bromby?
Yeah, Bromby.
They got some throwback teams in here. Bromby. Hey, you don't want to run into St. Gallen. I swear they knocked you out of the UEFA Cup in the early 2000s. They did. They beat you lot. Yeah, they beat you lot. Zurich, Bran, Krabas, Paphos. There's no ways. Molde. Partizan Belgrade. I think that is that Partizan Belgrade? Or is that
yes, it is.
Partizan Belgrade.
Okay, and then is that Hapoel Beersheva?
Hapoel Beersheva. Israel Indy.
Man said teams looking like a stream key, you know, crazy. Yeah, hey, enjoy facts, man. Enjoy.
I'll give you some Istanbul trip, man.
Yeah, man. Are you planning on going facts? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna travel?
I mean, bro,
I do have time in it, but I gotta save my money in it. I gotta save. Like,
I mean, bro, you can definitely get you can easily get a ticket. Probably a cheap one.
Yeah, they're probably giving them away still. That's great. But some of them throwbacks.
It depends. Like, the last thing
that's what I realized.
Istanbul, shik. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when V was in that competition a couple of years ago. Bro, that was a lot harder teams in there. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, they gave us the first edition. Said, "I just put the hardest teams in there, bro."
No, you should have seen. You should have seen the qualifying rounds.
It's Mazza. Hey, just pull up. Can you pull up the Europa League? What's it called? Team for me, please. Bless.
Yeah, I'm pulling up 1 sec.
Yeah. Appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully you get some nice trips, man. Cyprus. I was saying maybe Greece or something. Facts. Somewhere nice.
Yeah, you know what? I would have said like Turkey. I don't mind to go to Turkey. I mean,
Turkey.
Serbia as well. I don't mind going to Serbia.
I said Sky Digital, NTL, and Talk are in the competition too, yo. Yeah, man. Chelsea versus Universities. Run that back. When's the draw for that? For the qualifiers?
5th of August. We got past the playoff first.
Yeah, because you might got to play the 22nd and the 29th.
Yeah, exactly.
A. Solomon says, "What's happening with the Leon Manchester United Europa situation?" You know what, A. Solomon? I don't know.
I think
isn't it
Nice. I think it's Nice.
Yeah, Nice. Yeah. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, because apparently Nice owned by Ineos as well.
Yeah, they are. So fuck knows what's going on, but we better be.
Yeah, but Man City and Girona, they're on the group though. Like they're like one City group.
I think the City Girona one's different though, because I think City owners, they don't own a majority of Girona, so that they get away with that. I think.
Yeah, this thing. I said this to Flores before. Like all Indians have to do is just give away the shares at Schnees to the point where it's not the majority anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the Pots thing? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So,
how many teams? Quickly, I need to check because I think there's some teams that still have to play qualifier, but these are the pots projected pots.
I'm gonna have to Google this. Hey, one of you like
no one drops down either from Champions.
Yeah, no one drops down, and it's a new format, right? So it's a league.
Yeah, new format next season as well. Yeah,
fucking great. So more. I can't stand Europa League as it is, for fuck's sake. But here we are.
I hated it last year.
Yeah, so Roma, of course, Manchester United, Porto, Ajax, Rangers, Frankfurt, Lazio, Tottenham, Slavia Prague. And then pot 2, this is projected pot: Sociedad, Dynamo Zagreb, Salzburg, AZ Alkmaar, Braga, Lyon, Fiorentina. Can't pronounce that team.
Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, is that Red Star Belgrade? Okay. Oh, carry a bag in here. Let's go, man. Shout out, carry a bag. Oh, Victoria P. I remember these, man.
Victoria Plutson,
they dunked on Barcelona. Bodo Glint. Oh, nowhere Union.
Union Saint-Gilloise.
We need that for the culture. I need that for the culture.
Hey, run me Union. Hey, United versus Union.
I need Union Saint-Gilloise. I need it.
Yeah, I need that, man. Bring me Union Saint Go nuts.
People, I have a question. Anyone in the chat? Before we go, Flo, anyone in the chat that knows? Can two English clubs play each other in the pot one? Because I know in Football Manager they can't.
No, you can't. You can't.
Oh, so you can't. Okay, fair enough.
Even in this new format, you can't end up in the same thing.
Can't.
Why is this new format? Let me actually Google this and do my research. They just complicating simple matters. Why is this Europa League?
I think it's obviously a format where 8 teams qualify straight away to the round of 16s. Then 9 till 24 play a playoffs game to get into the round of 16. The way, and it's obviously going to be 8 games going to be played off instead of the traditional 6, and it's going to be randomly picked from like a computer. I think all the teams that you play, 8 team games that you play, and I think you can also play against teams in pot 1 as well.
Because it says from the 2024-25 season, more teams will participate in the format. A match calendar will both evolve. Every club will play at least 8 league phase games against 8 different opponents, with 4 home games and 4 away, rather than 6 matches against 3 opponents. All right, so they've extended it. Wait, what's this? Your club will play at least 8 league games against 8 different opponents. Okay.
It's like NBA playoff though, technically, but it's just that complicated, Like why bother fixing it? If it ain't broke, like why fix it?
Yeah, I suppose it's more content. There's more watch along.
It's just for them. It's just more about money,
it's more bread for them. I'm just having a look here to see before we carry on. Let's see. Yeah, hold up. So not to qualify. Yeah, somebody got to qualify for Europe. Oh, it starts early. 25th, 26th of September is the stage, and then the knockout stage. Wait, what is going on here? Has it said here? Hold up. Let me have a look. Yeah, the biggest change to the group stage will become a single 36-team league stage. Each side faces 8 different teams. The top 8 overall advance directly to the round of 16. Sides finishing from 9th to 24th will contest the knockout round of playoffs, with the victors going through to the last 16. From then on, it's a straight knockout. So just finishing the fucking top 8. That's what I would say.
Bro, you don't want to play an extra game because you need because those games are going to be 2-legged.
Yeah, it's 2-legged because that knockout tie is 13th and 20th of February. So it's like get the rest and get to the round of 16. So we got Victoria, P, Bodo Glint, Union St. Gonads, Dynamo Kiev, Ludogorets, Midtjylland, Athletic Club, Hoffenheim, Nice. And then you've got APOL, Nicosia, Anderlecht, 20, Besiktas, Trabzonspor. Is that Basel? I'm guessing that's Basel.
That's Steaua Bucharest.
Oh, is it Steaua Bucharest? All right, I stand corrected. Who's this?
Stella Brugge. Yeah,
is that another
rival club. Yeah, it's I think it's the rivals. Yeah.
Who the hell is Servette?
Servette, yeah.
Servette, and then you got Panathinaikos as well. All right, so it's going to be...
by the way, I think there's a couple from those couple clubs here. There are a couple of players to look out for. I need to meet my research, but I might maybe later down the line I can say maybe one player to look out for some of them teams. Yeah, for sure.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And you lot will unfortunately get Europa League watch-alongs, which I don't want to do, but here we fucking are.
Hey, can I jump on? If Ten Hag says.
If Ten Hag says you can do him by yourself, you can run him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. What if he doesn't stay?
Yeah, if you want in this Europa League, join.
Fair enough.
Stages, join. Like, I just can't stand the group stages of that competition and how they've extended it, but here we are. Conference was scripted this year. They made Olympiacos win the first European Cup in their rival stadium. Why? Where was it played? The final?
AEK Athens Stadium.
Oh no, you can't have that. You can't have your rivals win your own stadium. Yeah, that's crazy, man. They got yeah. They can't do that. That's peak.
Did you guys see what's it called? Did you guys see the Fenerbahce fans? They went mental after after Galatasaray won the league on the last day. Because I think and they the president of the club. They had obviously posters outside the stadium on the lamps, and they took all the posters down from the president. The only part is they only lost one league game in the whole season.
Bro, they got 99 points and didn't win it.
It was crazy.
Yeah. The thing is, Galatasaray had 102.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, but bro, like, if you this whole deep, like, some of the rivalries outside in Europe, some in Europe here are crazy. Like even if it's just winning a league title over your rivals is so huge, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait, where did they win it? Did they just win it on the last day, or did they win it at Galaxy?
On the last day.
Did they win it at
on
Fenerbahce?
No. Literally, most last day, Julia.
Okay,
yeah, because Galatasaray had the chance to beat them in their round, but it didn't do it.
Ah, that's fair. No worries. Hey, big up CP in the cut as well. He says, "Can I also join if Ten Hag stays?" You know what? You can do, CP, mate. Fuck off. That's what you can do. Warrior J says, "I thought you said you won't do Europa League. Watch Alon's flawless." I might get closer to the time and be like, "Scrap it." Depends. If actually, that being said, if we get a new manager and I'm actually looking forward to the season, because I was invested in Europa League the season before, even though the group stages killed me. Like,
they were tough,
yeah, like it was just such a tough watch because it's just nothing on the games. But like the knockout rounds, I enjoyed, even the ones we lost. Like, it was still good. So yeah, I decided closer to the time, Warrior J. I got till September. I got till September as well. Let's see. Hey, big up Staffy says 16 out of 10 is here. Big up Staffy every single time as well, man. Shout out Staffy. I may run GTA after this as well, Staffy. So shout me. I might run some GTA. I'm not gonna lie, just because if the man are not about for clubs, I might just run GTA. See what else is going on. Final few questions before we close out. I think casually rated anyway, but let's run up the likes. It was only at 40 likes. Yeah. I think they did big up to Casually FC. Let's get up to 60 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you go follow the playback. I'm going to be live over there doing some gaming. Probably GTA. I'm not gonna lie, probably GTA. Yeah, he did raid. Shout out to him each and every time. Final few questions before we close out. And yeah, Warrior J, Europa group stages are tough though, like just to watch, because it's just not Champions League. It's just like, I'm sorry, I can't get excited to watch United play Munich. I'm saying,
at least you're gonna play one of the first pod teams though.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, 100%.
Well, who's playing music?
100% facts, man. You know what facts is like.
I think it was actually cheap, actually.
Oh, dear.
It's mad. And yes, game 5 is tomorrow of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks. Game 5 is tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be live on the playback as well.
Wait,
to Staffy's ultimate hater.
With?
You said Staffy's ultimate hater. He says, why does Staffy hate Ten Hag? Ask Staffy, he's right there. I don't know why you asking us. He's right in the chat. Ask him. Big up Danish Maldini as well. Flawless, you worried Ten Hag hasn't been sacked? Not worried. Very, very irritated that he's not been sacked. Extremely irritated. There's no reason for him to still be here right now. I'm extremely irritated. Game gone. There's zero reason. You lot should have already identified the managers. No, all the things point to them not keeping him, but I just don't like the fact he's still here. Have be cutthroat with the.
Who do you reckon you're gonna get if you?
I think it'll be De Zerbi.
I think it'll be De Zerbi as well.
De Zerbi's looking like somebody paid. Unless somebody lied, somebody paid that fee for what's it called?
Someone's paid it.
Release clause. Yeah, so if someone did, it must have been us. Who else was there?
I thought it was Chelsea, but obviously it isn't. But
yeah,
I mean Chelsea won the next Arteta, but but I want to know is if United does not get Zerbi, I kind of wonder why every club is kind of like going away from because Bayern didn't want him. It wasn't that he rejected him. Chelsea won the next Arteta in Enzo Maresca, and United is obviously going to get another manager in this kind of. Now it's not going to be Milan because Milan getting Paulo Fonseca.
They got Fonseca.
Yeah. They got Fonseca.
Where did they get Fonseca from?
Lille. So you come from Lille. So all the clubs that even I said he possibly could go, maybe don't go. It's not going to be United. So it's kind of like, are people looking at De Zerbi and say, "Yo, is there certain things that we don't like about you?" And maybe that's why. How's the press conference going on and all that type of things. So it's kind of like it's going to be interesting. Let's say this, like for me at this point, United is the last club that I think he's going to go to. If he doesn't go to United, then kind of start looking at it and say, "Damn, whole Europe saw you open and said, fuck that, we don't want you."
The fact that he just left all of a sudden, it was like so like.
I think it's De Zerbi. Right, Greg Genrich is not ideal, but it's like.
Can I answer real quick? What's it called? Two questions from King. Big up King as well, man. Nice to see you. The first question was, do you think if I think the question was that if Levy's gonna back big up Coshley as well, big up Marshall, the fraud.
100%. Shout out Marshall.
The first question was, I think, was about backing if Levy's gonna back Ange. I think he's gonna back him. I don't think we're gonna get him every single player that he wants because some are either gonna be too expensive. But I think we do gonna spend the money. I do think we're gonna spend some sort of money. Obviously, Champions League we would have been able to spend more, but as I was already like which comes into the Werner thing because he asked me about the Werner thing as well. I don't really care that Werner's here. Like, it's another loan. We didn't buy him permanently. We didn't give him some 5-year contract and shit. For me, about it, it's like Flawless said. I can't say how the Spurs season next season gonna look like because it's way too early to say. I need to see how the window ends. Do we get a striker? Do we get a left winger? Do we get backup fullbacks? Most importantly, who leaves the football club? I don't care really who we getting if the trust is still at the football club. I can't go next season into a scenario where my left back, if Idori goes injured, is Ben Davis. I can't go into a scenario where if Evan de Ven gets injured, Radu, who's right footed, plays at the left side of centre back, and then Romero is right. Or if Romero is injured too, Radu plays right side of centre back, and then the other left back is the other centre back is Ben Davis again. I can't go another season with Bissouma as the number 6. I need competition for Madison. Madison can't be thinking of the end part of seasons again. That was a massive thing. Who's gonna be competition for Son? Because I said this already. I think we need to start thinking about not making Son play every single game. Look at how many games we're gonna play next season. I think it would be irresponsible to not make sure we get not only the backups right, but also make sure we're getting rid of the trust so we not rely on them. Worst comes to worst, if you can't buy enough backups because you're focusing on the starters, promote some of the youth players then, because they have the Europa League is there. You can go and give them opportunity to see what they can do. There's a couple of them who did the one appeal too. A lot of them impressed. We have a couple who we sent on loan as well who are coming back. So, like I said, opportunities have to be given. Like, next season is going to be a big season for Ange. Like,
yes,
I'm going to be looking very closely. Like, are we still going to pull up next season, giving every team every chance in the world? That's because every game needs to start doing world class saves just to make sure we keep staying in the game. Like, these are the things we're going to be looking into. But the most important thing for me is getting players out of here. We did the who I want out of here from the football club on the United Chelsea Spurs show. If you want to find out who I wanted out, go to the show and watch it. I brought even up the squad list just to make sure. And obviously, you're gonna see people's opinion on what we were talking about on that stream as well. But big summer ahead, and I'm not really gonna go crazy up until the end of literally on the last day of the window. And when Fabrizio comes out and says Spurs will not do any business anymore in the window, then I can really fully say my opinion on how I feel about the window and where we can finish.
No, that's fair. And waiting for that. Hey, Manj, big up as well. Yeah, Staffy, I was letting you deal with it because I know you're a mod on here, so it's up to you how you want to do it in regards to if you want to try to beat time man out or whatever. But final few questions, people. Final few questions. In regards to the Euros, let us know in the content. Is there anything else you lot want to see around the Euros? Like I already stated, I will be doing Euro watch-alongs. I will do fan calling shows before some games, on the nights of some games as well. You'll still get Q&As, etc., etc. I am going to do a competition where the fan calling show, get everyone, make sure you do the Euro 2024 simulator so you can pick your quarterfinalist, semi-finalist, final, and winner. And then once whoever's picks correctly, I'll give a free 16 out of 10 T2 in your color, your size, or whichever one you want, people. Yeah, it's all good, Staffy, man. I was gonna say it to you anyway, so it's up to you, Staffy. If man's being annoying, time him out, block him if you want. Totally up to you, Staffy. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, people. Who do I want to win the Euros? Joel, France. Yeah, go on.
Question: is Justin a Tottenham fan?
Yeah, I presume he is.
Yeah, if you're Tottenham fan, because I would probably ask. Because obviously, just making sure. Obviously, also maybe for another tournament time, but obviously because no, I think it's going to be too late. But what you should maybe do to the channel is with a big tournament like a World Cup or the Euros comes, that maybe you do a preview with certain people that you know that come from certain countries, and then have some sort of idea, make a stream, a little 1 hour stream or whatever stream about the country, what to expect and all that. kind
Yeah,
of
that's
thing.
true. Actually, someone who's
That would've-
actually from the
From the country and
major
actually
ones
follow us,
stuff,
because
yeah.
obviously you wouldn't know Germany or Portugal as much. Maybe somebody who actually follows Portugal.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah. That's
That's
why
what I'm
like,
saying. That
you
would have been some
Germany
good.
with,
That was going to be some good content
yeah,
there.
with you with Germany.
He's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
Tottenham fan. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Tottenham fan. Of course. Like
Yeah.
I know
So
about England. This joke man don't know
yes.
about Italy. Yes, Prime. What you saying,
Yeah.
fam?
Man, it's Italy. Big up, Prime.
What you saying, Prime? You good?
Big up, Prime.
Because we're about to
What
close
about
out
England?
anyway. Are you good, fam? Yeah.
Yeah, what about England?
What?
I
No,
know we
we're
were just talking about the Euros. We're
talking
just
about
talking about
England.
and
What about England?
some ideas.
Yeah, we're just talking about ideas in regards to what I'm looking for.
Can I answer quickly the answer question?
Yeah, answer his questions. Yeah, if you want to answer Joel's questions before we go, that's fine.
He says, who do you want at right winger? I want Matthias Süle from Juventus. I heard that Juventus want to sell him because they need to make some funds, and I would take him Argentine winger from Juventus. Need a backup right back, starting right winger, and a striker to rotate and compete. I 100% agree. I think we also need a number 6, and preferably also a backup left back. If worst comes worst, if we can't make it all happen, get a backup centre back who is capable of playing left back as well. So in case we need Udogie to rest, or if Udogie gets injured, or he gets suspended, maybe you can maybe play the centre back and left back as well, because give us some sort of flexibility in our tactics. Maybe not just all the time play the 2 inverted wing backs,
Who's the Juve
playing
guy?
so high up the pitch.
Yes, who's the Juve guy?
Sorry? Oh, Matthias Süle.
Matthias Süle. Spell his name.
Matias, and then Soule.
Oh, he's 21.
Yeah. He was on loan to shit, I can't say the name. Sorry to all the Italians that I'm gonna in the chat maybe that I might offend. My bad. I didn't learn Italian. My bad. He was on loan at fucking hell. Frizzunione. Bro, sorry, I butchered that. I know I butchered it. So yeah, like sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not Italian. Brian, maybe you know how to say it.
Calcio.
But yeah,
It's cool.
I want him as our right winger.
Don't worry about
Italian. Oh, brother.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
I see people. Justin, I think people say that about the 6 market is too dry, but I disagree. Like you can always find the next number 6 in the market. Like Bayern bought Kimmich from RB Leipzig, and RB Leipzig wasn't even I think in the first division.
Oh really? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Like he came from RB. He was in Stuttgart, then RB Leipzig, then Bayern Munich. So it's kind of like you can always find the next player. Like I think it's like Flores, you always say it's like it's tough to find the best players or the upcoming player in a certain position. Yes, but some of these guys get paid loads of money to make it happen. Like, and I believe we can if we really look deep in the market. No Diddy, we can find a number 6. I really think we can. Like even if it's gonna be somebody who's cheap. That's why I say that like bro, like that's why I say like spending, for example, 50 million on a Gallagher, even though maybe yes, I can understand what Ange maybe wants him. You can maybe probably do so much better finding somebody for much cheaper in a position that we actually need. So there's something that we'll look out for as well, though, Justin. But the rest, though, I agree with what you said, though. Like we definitely need a right back backup. We need a backup left back. We need a number 6. We need a right winger. We need a lot of things, and then a lot of the scrubs need to leave the football club as well. Richarlison, I don't care that you want to leave England, bro. Move to my football club.
First, big up to Beijing Reds, man. Love to see my Beijings in the building, man. Bless up you lot. Make sure you go subscribe to Beijing Reds TV as well. And to King, who says, I think it's going to be a France and Germany final. Can they actually Germany final? Can they meet in the final? That's why make sure you do the sim. I don't know if you've done it or not, but make sure you do the simulator.
Nah, I want Spain against France.
Everyone do the simulator as well. Make sure. I don't know if Spain and France can play, but I'm not sure. I've not worked it out in regards to that, so I'm unsure. I don't even know. And yes, for those that are mentioning it, yes, there will be Q&As during like night to the Euro. So after games, because the last game I think is 7 p.m. So that night, certain nights you will get Q&A. So after certain England games or Portugal or France, I already did the schedule. I've just not updated it, but I was literally looking at it yesterday. So don't worry about that, people. Yeah, big up to FBI Cup. What a name. He says, what can Ten Hag do to change your mind about him? Leave. That's what he can do. Yes,
That's really
leave.
just it, yeah.
Yeah,
Just leave.
Just leave. I'm tired of answering questions about him like in regards to it. If you can't see why he should be gone, cool. You know what I'm saying? If you think FBI Cup, let me ask you a question. Are you a United fan? Just out of sheer interest.
Why would him leaving make you change your mind about him?
Because then I'd feel better about him. That's why. If he left.
You know, you want to see trophies and you
FBI
club.
You've never been with a girl and it's like, people like, how such and such. Oh, she's great. You know what I'm saying? Why? She's with such and such. Yeah, not my problem. Never had that. You've never had the relief of leaving a toxic girl. You know what I'm saying? Are you an Atletico Bilbao fan? All right, that says everything.
No. Brian should know. He was with Italians.
That's it. So like that's what it is. Because you know why? Because you know what it is. You know when he leaves and it doesn't have the success elsewhere that people think that he can have here. It's like, yeah, I'm right. It's like the whole Ollie situation. The same thing. It's like the Mourinho situation. Same thing. These men are not going to be successful at the highest level anywhere else. Ollie still, and I said this about Ollie. You was there. I said when he leaves here, he won't get a job. No other European club will hire him. And lo and behold, when did he leave? 2021.
2021, around that year.
2021. So he left when Ryan said the 16 out of 10 shit 3 years ago. And he's still without a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still without a job.
What kind of moments that happened in 2021?
I don't know why you have that smoker's laugh. Just make sure you secure your date during the Champions League final, bro.
Right, before we close out, what date are you securing during the Champions League final? Facts, what's going on? Let me know who's like to redirect to as well, people. Let me know. You know what?
I prefer not to speak here.
Yeah, we'll let it go. Let me know who's live here, who's live right now. You lot in the chat, please, so I can redirect to them. And we will be live on the playback because I'm going to run either pro clubs if there's enough of the man them around, or I'm going to run GTA. Either one.
I prefer not to speak here.
Yeah, that's cool. Go on, Prime. What was you going to say?
Oh, don't worry. I'll speak for you, Pater, if you don't want to speak then.
Tell me afterwards. I actually want to know.
I don't want. No. Let's prefer. I will say the story after the final, innit?
But when it's me,
you about. I'm waiting to see if we've got enough. But I shout you, Staffy.
Pater wants to be the first person to open his stupid mouth.
Of course, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how your friend, your brotherhood
You're
works.
the one that started first, to be fair.
So I can't shoot back. I can't.
Yeah,
how old are you, man? Man said you started first. How old are you?
I started.
This guy, you know, it wasn't me.
Starting first hype. You know what I'm saying, bro? How it's about how you finish, but this is what she said, man.
That's what you started it first. I've got clips of you doing this from like 4 years ago. You started this first. So don't do that.
It's all Mario. It wasn't me, it was him. Oh my god. Hey, you lot, who's live, man? Who's live? I'm about to talk it. Yes, you will definitely get. I actually missed his Euro match day reviews 100% on the day because it's 3 games a day for like the first couple of match days or 2 games a day as well. Yeah, I got you, Staffy. Flawless. What is the worst Ten Hag statement this season? Pretty much all of them. Take away his mic. It's like saying a terrible rapper. What's his worst record? All of them. Like, I've done. Stop listening to him.
You know what you should do? Right, or maybe you shouldn't. I might destroy your brain. But I just streamed at Steve on his channel, and he went through like every game Newcastle played, like season review, and we went through every game Chelsea played and review, and I forgot so many bad parts of our season. Like,
oh yeah, I was in the chat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Prime, are you crazy? You want me to relive our season again? You want me to literally relive our season again? Are you crazy?
I was talking to Flawless.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he's another fun too, man. Let him answer, man. Let him land.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to go through this season again.
I'm just saying, there's so many moments. Like I forgot about, like the Villa 0-0. I forgot about the West Ham game earlier in the season. I forgot about the Nottingham.
All season was nice, man. I still remember when Madison tried to. Actually, I don't remember what Madison was doing because he was playing like dog shit for a good half of the season. So yeah, good days, man, good days.
But yeah, anyways, again to FBI Cup without getting all into it, my issues with Ten Hag are nothing to do with the structure. All my issues I have with him are structureless because I had no issues with Ten Hag last season when he had the same structure. So that's why structure is not a problem whatsoever. None of my in particular concerns had to do with that. So let me repeat that for anyone that missed that. Last season, when I had no problems with Ten Hag, he was under an awful structure. This season, where he's had an awful season, he was under the same awful structure. There's nothing to, they don't go hand in hand. They're saying things that you're doing or not doing that Now, there's certain things that you haven't done and certain things you have done that have nothing to do with the structure. That is just unforgivable. Simple as
Speaking
that.
of awful
Like
structure,
finishing eighth with a minus goal difference. Just saying.
speaking of awful structure, Ryan, are you still there?
It doesn't even make any sense. Like,
I
no
wanna
one
hear
laughed,
this.
bro.
Exactly,
Like,
innit?
I wanna hear this. I wanna hear this. He said.
Right, I'm gonna back you on this.
Let Brian land. Let him land. Let him land. Let him land. Hey, by the
I
way,
thought
Paul
he'd
Tony, I
already
know who
tried
that
to
is.
land.
Paul Tony, I know who that is. Do a kid. I know who it is. Yeah, Brian, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It does make sense because you're Ryan and everything you say is based off of an awful structure. But regardless, you were so adamant that Arsenal would win the league. So what happened, bro?
They bottled against Villa, and City are just City in it. That's what it is.
But you were adamant after the Villa game they'd win the league. So
Yeah, I thought City would drop points at Spurs just because I thought it was one of those where it'd be like Spurs would just get a result against City, like, and hand Arsenal the title. I fell into the fairy tale. Well, not even fairy tale because I wanted City to win it.
No,
innit?
that is a
But,
fairy
like,
tale. No.
I fell into a
You're
fairy
right.
tale.
You're right.
That's crazy,
You're
man.
right. You are right. That was a fairy tale, bro. We wasn't gonna beat City, bro. Did you guys see us play? That was the best game that we played against all those
yeah,
big
that was
six
actually the
teams,
best game you've played in a while.
and we still couldn't beat them, bro. That is a fairy tale.
It's even I wanted City to win it. I didn't want Arsenal to win it. I just thought they would, but I'm glad they didn't.
You did say you want Arsenal to win it.
I
Ryan,
never said that. I never said that.
yes, you did. But anyway,
Find
Ryan, you know,
where I said that. Literally go and find where I said that.
I don't want to expose DMs again. Anyway, Ryan,
There's a difference between thinking they'll win it and wanting them to win it. Like,
I'm not exposing DMs.
It depends what you said. You know, like it's easy to say no. We don't have any evidence. You know what? Like we're gonna, like Mauricio, you are the father. We don't have the evidence just yet.
I'm not like Hassam. I wasn't begging for Arsenal to win it. Like, no.
Anyway, Ryan,
I knew of the consequences of
Hussam,
Arsenal
you
winning
got
it. It wasn't going to
fight
be
back,
good.
Hussam.
Ryan, it's cool
Hey, shout out
because
Hussam, man.
it's not the first time you've believed in, like, fairy tales and being a bridesmaid, etc. So I expect that from you. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, Joe
Harry Kane's only trophy.
Uncle Staffy.
But
Enjoy a championship manager for the next 5 years.
on that note, people, we are gonna close out. Like I
Enjoy your
said.
slot of a manager, man.
Hey,
We're gonna play back on Friday. I think was it Friday? Is it Friday? Playback.
Yeah, so we are. So yes, we will be on the playback tomorrow, people. Wait, shit, it's tomorrow Friday. No, it's Thursday night. So yeah, technically Friday. You are right, facts actually. But yes, we're back live today. What we got coming up? 11:30 p.m. It'll be the Manchester United Arsenal show. Speaking of Arsenal, so myself, TJ, and Tony, and then I believe it's 1:30 a.m. for Game 5 of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dallas. 1 second. Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, the T-Wolves won yesterday. They take it to a Game 5. So if they win again, then it's 3-2 going into Game 6. But we'll see what happens. But all these things I mentioned are on the upcoming live stream schedule right here on the YouTube and on the playback. Make sure you go subscribe to Chic TV. Make sure you go follow Jez on Twitch as well. Go on, Ryan. What are you saying?
Not long to go, man, until that fraud Thiago Alcantara is no longer a player of my football club, man.
Okay, yeah, we just
Who cares? Who cares about Thiago, man?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Actually, no. How does this guy? How does he feel about slot machine?
I don't even want to know.
Ron is a weird guy. So he slandered Thiago, but he thinks Lukaku is a better right winger than Salah.
No, it's not even that. Like, it's not even that. The Canate comparison.
All right, but we're closing out. No one's live, so we're just going to redirect the United Arsenal show. Don't forget, we're available on all audio platforms as well, people. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. Chic, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. You already know. Big up to everyone in the chat every single time. Big up to everyone on the panel, too. You can find me at Chic TV on YouTube. I will be going live on Friday with Flawless, actually. We will be doing a keep sell bench for Manchester United in the upcoming season. So that should be good. And keep a lookout because I will be doing that for most of or all the top 6 clubs and maybe some European clubs and stuff like that too. So definitely a lot of content on Chic TV this off season. But yeah, Chic TV on YouTube, that's where you can find me. And also on the playback as well. Big up.
There we go. Jez, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Come on, people, come on. Whichever time zone you are, Thursday, people, Football Manager stream, you see the name underneath Hokage Jez on Twitch. Close to getting affiliated, just need to get the average viewers count up. But we are getting closer and closer.
I seen you get good numbers today, so yeah, you're gonna get
Yeah,
there.
the average numbers definitely went up from yesterday even. They were already higher compared to before. So people enjoying the content, chat is active. I'm giving people advice about their tactics, players as well. So, amen. And you're just trying to vibe, man. Just vibe, have a good time, and just play Football Manager. That's all it is.
You go. So yeah, man. Love to everyone that's locked in. Head over to the playback. I don't know what we're gonna be doing over there. Like I say, it's either clubs if we don't get enough from running GTA, or either or we're gonna run something. But love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Hey,